Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms in spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the four-states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers.
Welcome into Galena Sports Live, everyone. My name is Cooper Grant alongside my partner Cole Grant, and we're live from Baxter Springs, Kansas. Brings us week 5 of Friday Night Light action football. So in this CNC matchup, we have the Galena Bulldogs and the Baxter Springs Lions. The Baxter Springs Lions come into this game 3-1 with a loss last week, 61-8 to Parsons, and Galena comes in 2-2. Last week with a huge win against Columbus, 36-22. So Galena looking to get above 500 tonight. Certainly a crucial thing to keep that winning streak alive for Coach Sarwinski and just for the whole team morale. Last game, all aspects looked really good. They were able to run the ball really well, over 300 yards rushing between Zane Turner and Tyler Little. Even the defensive line, not only in the first half, but the second half, Kobe Myers with multiple quarterback pressures getting in there and making it tough for any of the Columbus passes to be complete. So great job all around by the Bulldogs last week, and hopefully they can keep that up this week. Tyler Little and Zane Turner have been the main two involved in the offense, which everyone would they would think that that's what it would be coming into the game. And I'm looking to see this game maybe if they try and get some other guys involved like Tyson Garrison or Hayden Qualls. I mean, they've gave him some opportunities, but it's been minimal. So it'll be interesting to see if they can kind of use some other guys this game, maybe a couple other wide receivers.
Yeah, for sure. With the they're coming into this game, they've beat Baxter Springs. Galena has won the last 18 matchups against Baxter Springs, and this would be coming into their 19th. It's looking good for them. Maybe it's a good game to be able to maybe experiment more with the pass game and maybe more wide receivers or try new things that they haven't really been able to before.
Right. Yeah, so Coach Sarwinski undefeated to the Lions so far, so looking to keep that streak going. Has only 24 passing yards last week, but the week before that they had over 100 on Girard, which Girard's a lot stiffer opponent, of course. But I'd be looking to see if possibly Galena try and get some passing attack going on here. We know that Zane Turner and Tyler Little are very capable of connecting on passes, which we saw a lot of times last week where Tyler Little goes in motion from right to left, and then Zane Turner rolls out to the left, and Tyler Little catches it. We saw that play a couple times.
Yeah, I think so for sure. You just want to give Zane Turner, my apologies. Zane Turner, more opportunities to be able to pass the ball and experiment with it, more snaps, throwing the ball, maybe not just to Tyler Little, who towers over everybody else, but maybe to a wide receiver who is more of the average height, or anybody really, just to give him that experience, the more snaps, and give him the confidence to be able to just throw the ball under pressure than just to take it and run. Because we know he can run it. He could definitely run it. He can run it for 90 yards if he needs to, but it's good for a quarterback to be able to do both.
Yeah, it's certainly a confidence booster if he can get a little bit of passing going, and once they go up against a little bit of a stiffer opponent and he feels confident passing, then that'll be a lot better advantage for the Bulldogs. Another player to watch out for, Jack Perry. He leads the team with 3 interceptions, had 2 against Quapaw, and then had another one last week.
Yeah, and also Galena's defensive line in general last week was just, a dominant force towards their win. They did not give Columbus an opportunity. No snap did Columbus have where they were not under pressure by, Colby Myers, Ty Hall.
Yeah, for sure. So for on the other side of the ball for Baxter Springs, it's their first time being 3-0 since 1996. They won 3 in a row, their first 3, and like I said earlier, with a loss to Parsons, but they didn't play the most stiff opponents, but still a great start to the season for the Lions.
Especially coming off of last season, they didn't win a single game at all. So them coming in this season 3-0, I'm sure is a huge confidence boost.
For sure, and they're gonna give Galena all they can tonight. So it'll be interesting to see. So you're watching the Galena Sports Live pregame presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. We'll be back here shortly for more Bulldog football.
Is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Coles Service, 620-724-4121. See more at colesservicellc.com. The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Family owned and operated, G&N Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G&N Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G&N Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live. Cooper Grand, Cole Grand alongside me. We're going to get to some of the key players for your Galena Bulldogs here. Starting off, one of the key players to look out for in this game is Colby Myers. He was great last week. Stat sheet was only 2 tackles and 1 sack, but he definitely, his presence was there all night long, and I'm sure that Columbus would agree with that. He was in the backfield multiple times. I think one down last week coming out of the locker room, he was able to get a pressure on him each time and force the 3-and-out punt. But even on the run plays, he's in there on anything. The next player, of course, Zane Turner, great last week, 32 more rushing attempts, a lot of usage so far. I mean, he does kickoff return, he runs the ball, he throws the ball, he does punt return, he punts the ball. So a lot of usage on all aspects of the ball for him. But 32 attempts for 152 yards and 4 touchdowns last week. And like I hit on earlier in this pregame, only 24 yards passing. So he was also good on defense, second leading tackler last week, 5 tackles. And he's been having himself one great season.
Yeah, he's been having an amazing season so far. I mean, his season totals, he has 84 attempts, 575 yards, and 9 touchdowns. Just alone with these 4 games that they've played so far. They're not even... This would be kind of, halfway through this game is their halfway point. They play 9 games, so there's really no half. But, just hitting the halfway point, 575 yards already. He's on track for 1,000. He's having a great season this year.
For sure. He's really doing it all. He's only a junior too, so he'll be back next year also. I mean, he's been over 100 yards in every game so far this year and had a game over 200 yards also. So the next key player I wanted to get to is Tyler Little. Last week, 20 attempts with 206 yards on the ground and a touchdown. And he also had 2 receptions for 22 yards. So 228 scrimmage yards last week. Tremendous. The best game we've seen out of him all year, certainly. And the Bulldog team, too. And he's also been good, but he hasn't had as much success running the ball as Zane Turner has.
Yeah, Tyler Little's season stats so far, he has 46 attempts with 319 yards and 3 touchdowns. And for passing, he has no.
Yeah, well, Tyler Little, certainly a great player, but the last player to watch out for is Devin Hetty. 5 tackles last week and 1 tackle for a loss, which he's the second leading tackler on the team, only behind Ty Little. He has 19 tackles and 1 sack, so he's been amazing. He's playing right alongside on defense next to Tyler Little. So we're going to take a break here, and we're going to be back with keys to the game and kickoff shortly. We're just about 4 minutes away from kickoff. You're watching Galena Sports Live.
The difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done, roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209. Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms in spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live pregame, presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So they're getting set for the coin toss. So while they're doing the coin toss, we'll make sure to let you guys know what it is, but we're going to get to some keys to the game. So the first one for Galena is great running game like they've been doing all season long. If they're able to find some holes and run downhill, then they're going to have great success tonight. The Baxter defensive line's a little smaller, and with that 2-headed running attack with Tyler Little and Zane Turner, then if they can get the running game going early, then I think they can do that all night and get a victory.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I think they're going to do a very good job of being able to control the ball and the clock this game for sure. You know, I mean, just watching them, Baxter looked like they did have a little bit smaller of a line, which is going to allow, we know that Galena's really good at being able to block for their runners, especially Tyler Little does great blocks. Ty Hall is always there with a great block as well. They're going to have plenty of room to be able to run the ball and run the clock as much as they're wanting to.
Yeah, certainly. Just wear that defensive line out of the Lions, and it'll be a good night to be a Bulldog fan. So another thing is the defensive line looked excellent last week, And if they pick up where they left off, then I see no reason why the Bulldogs shouldn't win this game. You never know. It's anyone's game once the coins flip, but I believe if the Bulldogs defense is a better defense tonight, and if they can show that, then it'll be a good night. So
Lions are receiving the ball.
So I believe Galena deferred. They'll receive second half kickoff. So they're going to kick it away to the Lions. So the Lions offense is going to get the ball first.
Especially also coming into this game, I kind of talked about 18 matchups, but that also kind of plays. Coach Sawinski has never lost against this Baxter Springs football team. So this game coming in, it's an important one. No matter how good the teams are on either side, you can't really, he's never lost. You can't.
Yeah, he certainly makes sure his guys are ready to go every week and treats them like any other opponent. I mean, I think that if the Bulldogs can continue to utilize Tyler Little like last week, kind of running him in motion across the field and catching passes from Zane Turner, then it'll be very useful for him. Not very many times, but he was utilized to block it. So Anthony Gongora to kick it away for the Bulldogs. Shallow kick fielded to his guy. Garrison there almost picks it off. Pass was in. Jacob Grant was the intended receiver there, but Tyson Garrison was all over him. Almost able to come up and make a early pick. So it brings up a 2nd and 10 from Lions 30 as they went for the deep shot early in the game. Yeah, looking to get on top early.
Galena's D-line was right there in his face as well, already showing that they're ready. They came ready to apply all the pressure needed.
Yeah, so man in motion for the Lions to the near side as they hand it off, and he's dropped in the backfield for a loss of 2 or 3 there. He was hit instantly. Ty Hall in there to hit him instantly on the play. They're going to call it a loss of 1. So it brings up a 3rd and long here, 3rd and 11 to go for the Lions.
3rd and 11 to go for the Lions.
So they line up with 1 to the far side, trips to the near side. His Gaines is going to take the snap, looking right, throwing right, finds his man, and it's incomplete, intended for Javen Alexander. 3 Bulldogs in coverage there as he tried to thread it through the little pocket. But
yeah, Kobe Myers was right there, almost with the sack. Like 1 more millisecond, he would have had him down. Oh.
There's a penalty. Personal foul on the Bulldogs. So that's going to be an automatic 1st down. So the Bulldogs did really well with penalties last week. And already a costly one on this first drive.
Even with it being such a close game last week, they held their composure really well.
Yes. Tosses it to Javen Alexander around the left edge and brought in the Bulldog territory. And let's see if they mark it a 1st down. He's close to the marker. And yeah, they're going to move the chain. So 1st down Lions. So Javen Alexander takes it into Bulldog territory. As the Bulldogs just about had him stopped up there on that 3rd down, but a penalty. I know with the 1 receiver to the far side, 1 to the near side, and they're going to hand it off, dropped right away around the 50-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 5 there. So defensive line all over that. The first 2 run plays this game, the Bulldogs are all over it. They dropped him for a loss both times.
Yeah, Isaiah Dunaway was ready for him right when he got the handoff. Already busted through the line with the tackle for loss.
2nd down, 15.
So they line up with 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. And Gaines is going to drop, looking right, finds his man, hit by Zane Turner. The pass was complete to Jacob Grant.
Incomplete.
And Zane Turner made a great hit on him to force it incomplete. So he had the ball, but couldn't get two steps down and establish control before Zane Turner got there to make the hit on him. So 3rd and 15 here. Big stand for the Bulldogs. So 3 to the near side. Gaines rolling out right, looking for his guy. Still surveying. And he throws it. Pass is picked off by Zane Turner. Picked off at the 20-yard line. So Zane Turner helping himself out a little bit there with the interception as they're going to start their own drive in their own 21-yard line.
You really see Baxter Springs quarterback there. He's really pushing for the pass. He's almost forcing it at times. Zane Turner was on that guy the entire time, and he still made the decision to throw it. I'm not sure if he's scared to run or if it's just, everybody makes mistakes. But
yeah, they certainly didn't have any success running the ball that first drive, so they had a couple catches on offense throwing the ball, but now that brings Zane Turner out looking for Tyler Little. It's batted up, and Tyler Little didn't fully have his head turned. So lucky enough that the Lion defender just batted that out of bounds. So the first play of the game, a pass attempt. So the Bulldogs come out with Qualls and Little to the far side. Garrison and Saheed did the near side. Hopkins in the backfield. Zane Turner taking the direct snap.
The quarterback keeper.
And Turner brings it up to about the 25-yard line there. So a gain of 3. I think they're going to give him 3 there.
Jeffrey French.
2 or 3. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8. So let's see if the Bulldogs can get something going here. Zane Turner tried to run that one and juke a guy, but wrapped up with a nice shoestring tackle.
They're down.
Turner takes it, fakes the handoff, rolling out right. Looking for his man. Caught by number 14, Brody McNeemer.
And that's exactly what we were talking about, what we wanted to see, is that experimenting with the pass. And Zane Turner is showing that he has been working on his game. Week 1, I don't think he could have made that throw, but now makes that throw with ease. Almost looked like he does that every game.
Yeah, and found a new receiver that we haven't called much, Brody McNeemer, able to make the catch there for a first down, a crucial 3rd down. But Tyler Little's going to take this one around the right, brought down near the 40-yard line. So we're going to mark it a gain of 5 there.
Jaden Alexander only stopped for
So it brings up a 2nd and 5 after the run by Little there.
Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd down on the front line. Bulldog.
Hands it off. Qualls has it around the left edge. There's a flag on the play. Has the first down. Brings it out into opponent territory at the 40, but there's a flag on the play back near the 45-yard line. And
the carry for the Bulldogs. Down by Jaden Alexander. There is a flag.
I believe they're going to call it on the Bulldogs. Yeah, they're going to call a holding penalty on the Bulldogs.
Holding on the Bulldogs.
So that nice carry by Hayden Qualls is no good. It's going to push the Bulldogs back for a 2nd and 10 where they originally started their drive, or started this down. McNemar and Qualls lined up to the far side with Tyler Little in motion. They hand it to Tyler Little as he's running near the 40. He's brought down near the 40, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 5. So a good pickup there on 2nd down to make it 3rd down and a lot more manageable on the play calling.
3rd and 5. Bulldog.
Yeah, it's the second drive by Tyler Little, showing that they both times getting 5 yards. If you can do that every time, I mean, man, they're golden.
So the fake handoff looking for Little, and the pass is going to be incomplete.
Pass intended for Taylor Little. Little. Incomplete. 4th down.
So we'll see if they like to go for it or send Zane Turner back to just punt it away. And it looks like they're just going to have Zane Turner punt it away.
Bulldog.
Turner with a spiraling kick. Bounces at the 17. A Bulldog roll out near the 5 and brought touchdown inside the 5. A great punt by Zane Turner there. Gives the Bulldog defense great field position to start.
Yeah, I'm surprised there wasn't a flag there. One of the Baxter Springs players didn't get off the field in time, at least from what I saw. Just barely didn't make it, but I guess the refs missed it there.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Galena would not mind. But the Bulldogs get good field position for the defense to come on the field now.
1st and 10 Lions at the 4-yard line.
So they're going to hand it off. Handoff goes to Sam Weaver. And picked up 1 or 2 there.
Weaver on the 30th line.
So 6:28 to play here in the first quarter. No score yet. Defensive game so far. As the Lions line up with 1 to the far side and 2 to the near side. As rolling out right. Pass is caught by Jacob Grant.
Good for Lions. 1st down.
So the Lions just showing they want to pass the whole time now as they haven't had much success with the run. And Peyton Gaines has been throwing the ball very well for the Lions so far. And so hopefully the Bulldog DBs can rally and get something going here to change the momentum. Pass is caught by Logan Guess as he runs and is brought down at the 50 by Devin Hetty. So a big play for the Lions there.
Logan Guess for Miller. Lions.
Hetty runs all the way from linebacker to track him down and make that tackle. And the Lions with that one take it into Bulldog territory now. Rolling out. Pass caught by Guess. And nice tackle by Zane Turner, but there's a flag back at the 50. We'll wait and see if this one stands. It's going to be a holding on the Lions, so negate that play and push them back.
For the Lions.
So it's going to push him back 10 yards, brings up first down and 20 for the Lions. Great time for the Bulldogs to make a stand here.
1st and 20 for the Lions.
Looking right, pass caught. Zane Turner hits him as he rolls past the 50, but a pickup of about 10 or 11 there. So Alexander with the catch, and then Zane Turner able to dive in there and hit him at the shins, but Javen Alexander rolled for a couple extra yards. So the Lions line up with 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side, and a running back to the right hip of Gaines. As Gaines is looking right, throwing, and nobody in the area, but there's going to be a flag thrown in after the ball was released. So we're going to have a holding on the Lions again. That's going to push them back 2nd and 19. So 2 big penalties for the Lions here has helped the Bulldog defense out. Gaines takes the snap, drops back, looking, pass intercepted by Garrison. Still on his feet, 35. There's a flag coming in, but I believe the interception by Tyson Garrison will stand, so his 2nd of the season. That pass just sailed a little bit on Peyton Gaines as Garrison was there to make the pick, and there's a flag on the play, so. And so it's going to be first down Bulldogs from the 47-yard line in their own territory. Little in motion, but Zane Turner's just going to keep this one as he runs in a pile of Lion defenders, but brings it across the 50-yard line there. So great field position for the Bulldogs to start here after the nice interception by Tyson Garrison. Almost had a chance earlier in the game, but this time he was able to come up with it. Hopefully shift the momentum a little bit.
It's 2 interceptions in a row as well, with Zane Turner getting the first one, Tyson Garrison getting the second.
Yeah, certainly a good thing for the secondary of the Bulldogs. The handoff goes to Qualls around the left, trying to get the edge across the 45. Hit and brought down near the first down marker. Was brought down by Jacob Grant. But a nice hard run by Hayden Qualls there. And it's going to be 3rd down and 1 is what I believe they're going to call it.
3rd down.
So 3rd down and 1 from the Lion 44-yard line with Little and Tyson Garrison in the backfield. McNemar to the near side. And Little just runs out up the middle for the QB sneak and picks that one up with ease. Picks up, looks like 4 or 5 on that play. So they just went hurry up and then just took it right up the gut. 2:58 to go. No score yet. Bulldogs looking to strike first as Tyler Little takes the direct snap, runs off the right guard. And he's still going, trying to be brought down around the 15-yard line finally. But a huge gain on the play by Tyler Little, a gain of 25 on the play. Correction, 26. So brings the Bulldogs inside the red zone. Was good for a Bulldog first down.
First down, Bulldog.
As we saw a lot of those runs by Tyler Little last week, he could not be brought down, and he takes it again. Swarmed by defenders, but still picks up about 4 there. So they're going to give him 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7.
Stop the line here. 2nd down.
Got Qualls and Little in the backfield, and Zane Turner takes it. Running, breaks a tackle as he spins and rumbles down near the goal line, but he's 1 yard short. They're going to mark him down at the 1 or 2 yard line here, as it's 1st and goal with 2 to go for the Bulldogs. They're going to bring in the jumbo unit here. They send Zane Turner out wide, so Little's just going to take this one, and Little gets in with a great push by the offensive line. So Bulldog touchdown. The Bulldogs strike first, 6-0 with 1:37 to play in the first quarter, pending the 2-point conversion. So Tyler Little runs that one in from 2 yards out with the plunge right up the middle. And great play by the offensive line there, just pushing the pile. So trips to the far side, and Zane Turner looking to throw. And 2 people in the area. Pass was intended for Tyson Garrison. So the 2-point conversion is no good. So Bulldogs lead 6-0 with 1:37 to play in the first quarter on Galena Sports Live. We'll be back here shortly for more Bulldog football.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms in spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clog.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live after the 2-yard touchdown run by Tyler Little. Galena Sports Live is presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So the Bulldogs are set to kick it back deep to the Lions, as Anthony Gongora is going to kick it back deep to him. And kick is fielded at the 17-yard line and spun down by number 80 on the play, Jason Long. So nice job by Jason Long to get in there and spin him down with minimal gain on the play. So here come the Bulldogs defense again. Great last week, and the defensive line's been great again. Also the secondary so far with 2 early picks in the first quarter by Zane Turner and Tyson Garrison. So they line up with 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side, and looking to throw. Finds his man Jacob Grant down the middle, and he is not going to be caught. So the Lions strike right back on the first play of the drive. for a 70-yard touchdown. So tie game pending the PAT for the Lions. So Jacob Grant will do the kicking duties after 70-yard touchdown he ran in. And it's up and through the uprights. Extra points good. So Lions lead 7-6 with 1:19 to play in the first quarter. You're watching Galena Sports Live. We'll be back here shortly with more Bulldog football.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4120.
That's so.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, everyone. As the Lions are going to kick it back deep to the Bulldogs after that 70-yard touchdown pass from Peyton Gaines to Jacob Grant. And Gaines does the kicking and the receiving for him.
Kick off the line.
So back deep for the Bulldogs, Zane Turner, Tyson Garrison, and Hayden Qualls. Shallow kick, fielded at the 31-yard line and just knelt down by Tante Paul. So the Bulldogs are going to start their drive correction at the 29-yard line.
He first and Bulldogs at their 29-yard line.
So let's see if the Bulldogs can do what they did last drive, where they were very effective running the ball again. And they had a couple pass attempts. One that was a nice grab by Brody McNeemer, as that one was just ran by Tyson Garrison, and not much there for him as he picks up 3 on the play. So 2nd down and 7 for the Bulldogs.
Second down and 7 for the Bulldogs.
So they line up with Garrison and Little to the far side, Jack Perry to the near side, and Qualls in the backfield. Qualls is going to take this one off the right. Can't find any room. Picks up 1, maybe 2, as he's brought down at the 34-yard line.
Galena definitely has shown this game that they're trying to utilize other players like McNeemar and Qualls especially. You know, he's gotten probably double the snaps that he's gotten in the last whatever amount of games. And I think that, I mean, it's really good for Tyler Little's and Zane Turner's stamina.
So end of first quarter as the Lions lead 7-6 here in Baxter Springs. You're watching Galena Sports Live. We'll be back here shortly.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done, roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
So welcome back to Live Action. Galena Sports Live is presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. They just flipped the field, and Bulldogs offense back out here to try and pick up the 3rd down and 5 in Lion territory. So Little motioning across and looking for Little. Nothing there as he cuts up field. Little's there, finds Little across the 40, 35, 30. And still on his feet. They haven't called him out of bounds. And
On the reception for the Bulldogs.
so they haven't. Now
Bulldogs.
So now one referee holds up his arms, touchdown Tyler Little, and that'll be good for about a 58-yard touchdown there for Tyler Little. So great way to start the second quarter here for the Bulldogs. So Bulldogs lead 12-7 as they're going to go for the 2-point attempt like they always do here. So Turner up the middle, and 2-point conversion's good. So Bulldogs lead 14-7. You're watching Galena Sports Live, 11:46 to play in the first half. We'll be back here shortly with more Bulldog football.
The difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
Family owned and operated, G&B Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial service.
So welcome back to Live Action here after the 58-yard pass from Zane Turner to Tyler Little. As the Bulldogs get back on top, 14-7 they lead. And now Anthony Gongora to kick it away. So not much action in the first couple minutes of the game, and then 3 touchdowns like back to back to back in under 3 minutes. On the return, hit initially by Casey Hopkins and then swarmed by a bunch of other special team defenders for the Bulldogs. So the Lion offense comes out onto the field to start their drive in their own 26-yard line. So the Lions have thrown the ball a lot so far this first half. And they're going to throw again here as he's looking left. Not much there. Shakes a guy off, still throws it, and finds his man, Jacob Grant. But there's a fumble. Ball's on the ground. Still on the ground. As I saw a blue jersey and a red jersey both fighting for it. We'll see who recovered it, though. They're going to call it Bulldog football. So the Bulldogs with a huge turnover there. Defense picking up where they left off last drive. And they take over in Baxter territory at the 13-yard line. And that's 3 forced turnovers already by the Bulldog defense. 2 interceptions and then a fumble. As Tyler Little takes the direct snap off the left, spins, flag on the play. As if it was a loss of yards, but we'll wait and see what the penalty is here.
Flag on the play.
And the Bulldogs are walking backwards, so it's going to be a holding on the Bulldogs. So penalty will be accepted by the Lions and push them back 10 yards. So Turner rolls out right, tucks the ball, and he's just going to run this one as he runs across the 20, 10, 5, end zone, touchdown, Bulldogs! Zane Turner runs that one from 30 yards out. Just streaked down the sideline and tiptoed it to keep his toes in bounds, and they throw a flag after the penalty, or after the touchdown.
Unsportsmanlike conduct is a call.
So the Bulldogs pick up an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty there after the touchdown. The touchdown will stand, but it'll push him back on the kickoff.
With them being up so far, you wonder what they were saying to cause that. It's not, I mean, it is still in a competitive game, but they're up 27. I don't know.
Yeah, they picked up some of those penalties in the first couple games, which it's just competitiveness, and everyone loves that. But sometimes you just say too much and pick up a penalty that's not really worth it for the team.
Those first 3 games, they had quite a few unsportsmanlike penalties and holdings.
So the referee moves it back to the 15, and then he's going to take it back to the 2-point conversion marker. So, yeah, that penalty will be enforced on the kickoff for the Bulldogs.
Not quite. Looks like both teams right now are kind of losing their composure here.
So they call it an official timeout here. So they're going to talk some things over here. Both teams are going to go to the sidelines. We're going to take a break here on Galena Sports Live, and we'll be back here shortly with the 2-point conversion for more Bulldog football.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms in spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live, as now they move the ball back out to the 17-yard line. So the Bulldogs are going to have to attempt the 2-point conversion from the 17-yard line. So it will not be enforced on the kickoff. And they send Garrison in motion. Turner looking right, finds Garrison as he goes through his hands there. He had a lot of daylight ahead of him, but the 2-point conversion will be no good. So the Bulldogs still lead 20-7 with 10:54 to play here in the first half. You're watching Bulldog football. We'll be back here shortly.
Farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live, presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So after the touchdown run by Zane Turner, the 2-point conversion was no good, and now Gongora is going to kick it back deep for the Lions to take over. And a bouncing kick fielded at the 22-yard line by Jacob Grant and brought down at the 35-yard line there. So the Lions and Peyton Gaines will come out here and start their drive from their own 35-yard line, try and get something going since that first touchdown they had.
After 35.
As the Bulldogs defense has been stellar tonight, other than that one play, the 70-yard touchdown. But they were able to get that back very easily on offense. As Lions send a guy in motion, the jet sweep goes to Javen Alexander. And he's brought down by Ty Hall. Not much there. Picked up 1 on the play. So Ty Hall read that the whole way. The jet sweep coming, and he just got on the outside and was able to knock him down for a 1-yard gain on the play, which could have been a lot more. So the Lions line up with 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side, and Gaines lines up with the running back to his left hip with a man in motion, and he's looking for him, and the pass is dropped. Pass was intended for Javen Alexander there, but it was dropped.
Intended for Alexander, incomplete.
As he came around the back for the end around. So it brings up 3rd down and 8 for the Lions here. Another chance for the Bulldogs defense to stand tall here. And there's a timeout by Baxter Springs. So timeout Baxter Springs. Bulldogs lead 20-7 with 9:54 to play here in the first half. We'll be back here shortly with more Bulldog football.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience.
So welcome back to live action here on Galena Sports Live, as the Lions have a 3rd down and 9, and they line up with trips to the near side and 1 to the far side. Fumble the snap, so Peyton Gaines is just going to jump on that. So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 12 or 13 now.
Fourth down for the Lions.
So the Lions are looking like they're going to kick this one back deep. Jacob Grant's going to kick it, and Zane Turner's going to return the punt.
Jacob Grant. Punt for the Lions.
Grant punts it, bounces at the 32, fielded at the 25 by Zane Turner, and cuts back left, looking for a hole, can't find it, and brought down at the 35-yard line, which is where the Bulldogs will start their drive and try and put another score on the board. So Zane Turner and the guys are going to start this drive at the 35-yard line.
Kicker 35.
So the Bulldogs line up with Qualls to the left hip of Zane Turner, and they're going to hand it off to Qualls to the near side, still on his feet, 45, and pushed out of bounds at the 50, and it looked like a face mask or something, but they're not going to throw a penalty, so still a 15-yard gain by Hayden Qualls there.
Yeah, it was most definitely a horse collar that the refs decided not to call there, which is very interesting. They're calling on sportsman-likes, a lot of things against the Galena, but that was obvious.
That one was very blatant. He was pushed out of bounds and then just ripped down. But the Bulldogs move it into Lion territory again at their 49-yard line. So Zane Turner fakes it, cuts back, and he slips up a little bit and falls down, and they're going to throw a flag, so a late hit there. As the line defender came in late and jumped on Zane Turner, so that'll be a personal foul on the Lions and a 15-yard penalty, so automatic first down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was two very unsportsmanlike tackles and, I guess, defensive.
Yeah, and they finally
there.
decided to call that second one. That one was pretty blatant, too. So after that penalty, it brings them up to the 32-yard line. So the Bulldogs moving quickly down the field, as they're just going to pitch it to Little, and not much there. He just ran into a swarm of Lion defenders. So it brings up second down and 10. So handoff goes to Qualls, and still running. There's a flag back at the 31-yard line, but Qualls is brought down around the 21.
No, I'll do that. Just hold on.
Sorry. Here's a call against the Bulldogs.
So the penalties against the Bulldogs there.
Let's move back and forth. Move it left.
Second down, Bulldogs.
So after the penalty, the Bulldogs are still in Lion territory at their 41-yard line. So the Bulldogs line up with two to the near side and Qualls to the left hip of Turner as they're looking for Little. Little jumps up, and an amazing catch by Tyler Little. So Tyler Little bounces that off his hand, and then ends up coming down with it. So good for a Bulldog first down. Tyler Little's been great again so far in this game, picking up where he left off last week. So Zane Turner's just going to keep this one off the right, trucks a defender, and gets brought down near the 16-yard line. So a pickup of 5 or 6 there. So Bulldogs lead 20-7 with 6:11 to play in the first half. And the Bulldogs are trying to add another one on. And the Bulldogs will get second half kickoff as they elected to defer. So Little is going to take the direct snap, stiff arm a guy, and be brought down around the 12-yard line, it looks like. So he's going to be near the first down marker. So it looks like it's going to be 3rd down and 2 to go. 3rd down and a short 2 here. And Zane Turner keeps this one, cuts back, and is in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! So with the 12-yard scramble by Zane Turner there, puts the Bulldogs up 26-7 now, pending the 2-point conversion. So the Bulldogs could go up 3 scores here. As they line up with 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side. And Turner looking to throw, finding Tyson Garrison, and the 2-point conversion is good for the Bulldogs. So Bulldogs lead 28-7 with 5:18 to play in the first half. You're watching Galena Sports Live. We'll be back here shortly with more Bulldog football. Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net.
Yep. Tyson Garrison coming back in, he's bouncing back after that first pass falling through, just out of his reach, and then now he picked up that 2-point conversion with another pass.
Yeah, that's certainly going to boost his
time.
confidence as Gongora kicks it a little shallow, fielded at the 25 by Jacob Grant, and Grant brings it out to the 40-yard line. So a slow first couple drives for the Bulldogs, and then they've punched it in 4 times in a row now. They've been running, passing. They've been looking to pass a lot more than we've seen.
Pass other people too than just Tyler Little, which is really good because it leaves more variability for the defense to have to guess.
Yeah, very true. As they're going to hand it off. Handoff goes to Javen Alexander, and nothing much there as Kobe Myers was in on the tackle. So he's going to lose 1 or 2 there. So defensive line there to get in there and make the initial hit, and then cleaned up by Kobe Myers, I believe.
Second down, 11, Lions.
So Gaines drops back. Looking, picked off again by Tyson Garrison. Jumps up and grabs that and brings it back to the 35-yard line, and they're going to throw a flag.
Garrison with the interception for the Bulldogs.
So there's a flag on the play. We'll wait and see if the interception stands.
Tyson Garrison showing now that's his second interception of the game. Returns it for, gets a 2-point conversion. The flag is waved.
Yep, so that means no penalty on the play, so the Bulldogs will take over. So Garrison's second pick of the game. Certainly been one of his better games this year. As he jumped up and got that, so the Bulldogs are going to start their drive at the 34-yard line in Lion territory. So a great chance for them to go up 4 scores here before half and then get the ball out of the locker room and score it again.
First down, Bulldog.
So the referees are talking something over here. So now they're going to blow the whistle to wind the clock. As Turner takes it, rolls out left, looking for Little, and just overthrew him a little bit. And there's another flag that comes in on the play.
Another flag on the field.
So I believe they might have had a illegal man downfield, is what they're going to call there. And it's going to push the Bulldogs back 5 yards. So it brings up 1st and 15 from the Bulldogs at the 39-yard line. So Zane Turner and Garrison lined up right behind him. Garrison takes that one up the middle, brought to the 35-yard line. Picks up about 5 on the play. So they're going to give him a gain of 4 there, bring up a 2nd and 11. So Garrison again up the middle and picked up 2 or 3 there.
First it was Hayden Qualls in the first few drives. Now it's Tyson Garrison. They're utilizing more, running back power than just Ty Little and Zane Turner running it.
Yeah.
Which again adds the variability for defense. Defenses have to guess because, they see Ty Hall, Zane Turner running with it. Oh, they know that more so likely them to have it. But now you add another guy in the equation.
Yeah, it definitely throws the defenses off a little bit more. And that one, the fake handoff to Qualls as Turner's rolling out right. Still looking to throw. Throws it up. Tyler Little's there. Catches it. Over 2 defenders and in the end zone. Ty Little goes up and basically mosses him for a touchdown for the Bulldogs there. Great play.
True athleticism in Tyler Little's play is insane.
There is a flag back at the 36-yard line. So we'll wait and see what it is. But the
Personal foul on the Lions.
so touchdown will be good for the Bulldogs as they're going to attempt the 2-point conversion now. So the touchdown's good as there was a personal foul by the Lions. And the Bulldogs are going to attempt the 2-point conversion now. Another flag as it goes to Garrison, and Garrison gets in there for the 2-point conversion, but there was a flag. So I believe it's going to be an illegal chop block. On the Bulldogs. So the Lions are going to accept it, and it'll push the Bulldogs back 5 yards. So the Bulldogs will try again. So they line up with trips to the near side, one to the far side, and looking for Jack Perry. Thrown up, and Jack Perry comes down with it. Great throw by Zane Turner in the perfect spot, and Perry's able to come down with it. So that puts the Bulldogs up 36-7 with 2:40 to play here in the first half. You're watching Galena Sports Live. We'll be back here shortly with more Bulldog football.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
The difference between gambling and having a gambling problem.
So welcome back to live action after the amazing 35-yard touchdown grab by Tyler Little there. Was able to jump over 2 defenders and score it, and then the Bulldogs were able to convert the 2-point conversion. The pass from Zane Turner to Jack Perry was good. So puts the Bulldogs up 36-7, 2:40 until half.
8 for the Lions. One more. Kicking off.
So the Bulldogs are going to kick it off to the Lions. As they squib it, and it's fumbled, and the ball's still in the air, jumped on, and fielded by Tyson Garrison there again with the fumble recovery. That guy's doing everything tonight. 2 interceptions, a fumble recovery. Can't ask for much more than that in a half.
Very interesting choice to onside kick it with them being, 36-7, but it ended up paying off. So
yeah, it was a great bouncing kick, and the ball was up in the air for a while as it bounced out of a couple of people's hands, and then Garrison was there to jump on top of it. So the Bulldogs are going to get another chance to score before half as they already lead 36-7. And the handoff goes to Qualls and hit at the 30-yard line. So a gain of 2 on the play. There's going to be no gain on the play.
Ball on the carry. Second down 10.
So Qualls comes to the near side. Garrison also over here, and then Turner just rolls out left, and not much room to run there at all. And they're going to throw in a late flag.
I'm not.
On the field.
They're going to call a face mask on the defense.
That's what I was gonna say. Is he grabbed the face mask, realized he wasn't, let go. I just wasn't entirely sure if it was, them still pushing after the whistle or that,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, because they threw that after they had already been blowing the whistle, and then
yeah,
the pile finally went down.
it was a little bit after the face mask was a little bit like I don't know, 3 seconds, 4 seconds before he threw the flag, so I wasn't sure, but definitely a good call.
Brings up a 2nd down and 5 for the Bulldogs, though, from the 27-yard line. Zane Turner takes it and leans forward, so pickup of looks like a pickup of 1 or 2. Not much there at all. So the clock's ticking. 1:18 to play in the first half. And Zane Turner looking to throw. Finds Qualls. Qualls trucks a defender and brings it inside the 20. So that'll be good for a first down for the Bulldogs.
Martin with the stop run.
And that's just another person who's received the ball from a pass there, or a passing reception. Qualls adds to the mix. That's 3 new people who weren't really getting.
Zane Turner's going to look, and he's going to be intercepted at the goal line. So the Bulldogs take him down after Zane Turner throws an interception there. It was looking for Tyler Little, but just underthrew him a little bit.
Throws intended for Tyler Little, intercepted by Javen Alexander.
So 37 seconds to play here in the first half. As the Lions backed up in their own territory. I think they're just going to take one snap, run it, or kneel it, and then take this one to the locker room and talk about it.
Yeah, I mean,
And for Galena, you can't have much more of a fundamentally sound first half than they just had right there. Oh, and the pass almost picked off by Kobe Myers, in and out of his hands there. They were looking to throw there, and there's Bulldog defenders all around that area. Oh, Baxter Springs at their own 15-yard line. They're going to look to throw again. Finds his guy Javen Alexander and tackled. But there's a flag marker down inside the 20-yard line.
you're still going to spot the ball.
It's going to be a holding on Baxter Springs. So that's going to negate that big play there.
So, just about to say something about that.
So that puts the Lions back inside their own 10 now with 23 seconds to play. brings up a 2nd and 15. So Devin Hetty there. Devin Hetty and Kobe Myers both there to bring him down. And there's going to be a timeout for the Bulldogs.
On the stop for the big out.
So the Bulldogs take a timeout with 13 seconds to play. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back here shortly for more Bulldog football.
Friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
So welcome back to live action here after Galena called a timeout. And 3rd and 20 something here as they're looking to throw, and pass was incomplete. So 4th and 16.
4th down for the Lions.
Yeah, so I don't know if that 16's right, but I think it's 4th down and 21, if I'm doing math correct. So 4th down with 8 seconds to play. And Jacob Grant's going to punt it deep. So now they blow the whistle. And Grant gets the low snap. Punts it shallow. Fielded at the 35 by Zane Turner. Zane Turner's going to run it around the right. Still going. Tries to cut it back and rolls down as time expires at the 10-yard line. And they threw a flag on the play. But time is expired.
Flag on the play. Believe it or not.
So the refs are just talking over the penalty on the field right now. But if it is on the Bulldogs, that will send us to half. So the Baxter Springs is already walking to the locker room, but we haven't. It's a holding on Galena. Penalties decline. So that's going to send us to halftime as your Bulldogs lead 36-7 going into the locker room. So we're going to take a break here, and we'll be back here shortly. There's going to be a couple of performances going on the field, and then we'll get to some of the things we saw during the first half and then some things we're looking for during the second half. So you're watching Galena Sports Live. Here come the cheerleaders for Baxter Springs High School, so I'm going to turn it over to them.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your very own Baxter High School line right band, under the direction of Mr. Lewis Morgan. For your halftime entertainment, they will be performing the music of AC/DC.
Great job there by the BHS marching band. So we're just going to talk about what we saw the first half, what we liked. The first thing I really liked is the Bulldogs defense. They were able to force 4 turnovers that first half. Tyson Garrison had 2 interceptions, and then Garrison jumped on a fumble, and then there was another fumble recovered by Tante Paul. So very good on the defensive side. Garrison was excellent. Zane Turner had 3 tackles, and Zane Turner also had an interception too. And then Tyler Little was in there for one of the – he has 4 tackles so far, and he forced one of those fumbles. And Isaiah Dunaway and Kobe Myers both 4 tackles each, leading the team in tackles so far. So been good all around on defense. Interceptions, fumble recoveries, defensive line, getting quarterback pressures. And then on the offensive side of the ball, Zane Turner's 11 carries, 73 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Tyler Little, 7 carries for 46 yards and a touchdown. Hayden Qualls, 5 carries for 28 yards. And Tyson Garrison, 2 carries for 7 yards. And Zane Turner's been very good throwing the ball so far, as he's thrown for 153 yards in the first half. So that's the first time we've seen him have more passing yards than rushing yards in a half this season. Had 2 passing touchdowns with 1 interception to go along with it. He was 7-12, so very efficient there. And then Tyler Little had 3 receptions for a big 119 yards and 2 touchdowns, including that one where he jumped over a defender and then spun into the end zone, and then had another one where he tiptoed the sideline and was able to get in. But Brody McNemar, 1 reception for 11 yards. Tyson Garrison, 1 reception for 2 yards. And then Jack Perry, 1 reception for 12 yards, also a 2-point conversion. And then Hayden Qualls, a reception for 9 yards. So all around, the Bulldogs have been running the ball, spreading it around to a lot of different runners. And then passing the ball, they've also been able to find 5 different receivers here in the first half. What are some of your thoughts on the first half that you saw, Cole?
Yeah, so I really liked how Zane Turner stepped up to bat with his passing. He wasn't only just looking for Tyler Little, he was looking for other options as well. One thing I noticed is a lot of his pass plays are definitely beforehand. He knows who he's going to throw it to, and I think that might be biting him in the butt. But he's also only a junior, so the decision-making comes within time and experience, and this is his first year starting. He has a whole nother year. He has the rest of this year to perfect the passing game, but this is showing great signs for the future of Zane Turner. I also like this, how they're involving more players, especially on the running back side of the things, with Hayden Qualls and Tyson Garrison both receiving the ball more than they have any other game. And just the experimenting of the team and the plays they're running and the people they give it to, I think is a great step.
And they've had great success spreading the ball around. I mean, 36-7 at halftime. You'd think Coach Owinski's very happy in that halftime huddle as they're talking about it over in the corner of the end zone. But I'm expecting more of the same stuff this first half or the second half, as the Bulldogs were able to just get really anything they want, able to get turnovers. I think there was 3 forced turnovers in Lion territory, whether it was a fumble recovery or an interception. But there's about a little under 4 minutes to play until second half kickoff. So we're going to take a quick break. Well, we're going to take a break, but we're going to turn you over to the Baxter Springs dance team, and then we're going to talk more about what we're looking forward to seeing in the second half.
The main number on the ticket, 091057. 091057. If you have this ticket, please come to the press box. $363 winner.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers. Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com. The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live as we're just under 2 minutes until second half kickoff. The Galena Sports halftime show is presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So just a couple things I wanted to talk about that both teams really could improve on is some penalties. There was quite a bit of penalties there in the first half for both teams. I mean, unnecessary roughness, chop blocks, basically any penalties. So if they could clean it up a little bit, then on both sides of the ball it'd be better. But really, for Galena, they ran the ball really well and passed the ball very well, as they've had 12 pass attempts and 153 yards. So fairly good half, and I would think Coach Sarwinski's going to want to see him throw some more to get some more confidence under Zane Turner's shoulder pads.
Yeah, I mean, you've definitely seen Coach Sarwinski here take the no mercy approach. Them being up 30-ish points and still kicking an onside kick. I mean, that's definitely an unheard of thing to me, at least.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that he meant to do that. I just think he wanted to get the clock rolling. But yeah, still turned out to be a great play for the Bulldogs, and I bet they'll take that any day.
Oh yeah. Well, it's just a risky one, because you're up by so many points. You don't need the more points. But I mean, in my opinion, I think them taking it, they control the ball on offense so far. They've shown they can run it whenever they want. They can pass it whenever they want. On offense, they dominate this field. So if they can get the ball back, they can control the game. So in that sense, it was a great play. If it didn't work out, it could have been a risky one. But they've also controlled the ball on defense as well, which shows in the score. Just been a great game for Galena overall.
Yeah, so far. So we'll see if they can keep that up. As their special teams is out to receive the kick. And we're just about set for second half action. So Galena has a chance to basically shut Baxter down here. If they can score a touchdown here on the first drive, then that'd hurt any momentum Baxter had coming out of the locker room. So back deep for the Bulldogs is Tyson Garrison, Zane Turner, and Hayden Qualls. As Jacob Grant's going to kick it back deep for the Lions.
Jacob Grant. Kicking it up for the
Jacob Grant, the one with the 70-yard touchdown for the Lions, the only score of the game. He onside kicks it, and the ball is still on the ground.
inside kick.
And it's recovered by the Lions, so the onside kick catches the Bulldogs unexpectedly, so that's going to bring the defense out now.
Two hosts with the recovery for Lions.
So the Lions trying to get a little bit of momentum going here. So they're going to start their drive in Bulldog territory now. First time they've had a drive start in Bulldog territory. And a big thing for the Lions is ball security. They didn't do very well at that first half. And Devin Hetty able to get outside and spin him down for no gain on the play. Able to shed a block and throw him down. Javen Alexander was the ball carrier on the play.
Javen Alexander there looking very frustrated after getting tackled, throwing the ball down. Like Cooper said earlier, definitely want to look for a little more composure by both teams. A lot of unsportsmanlike, a lot of penalties first half.
Yeah, so Gaines is going to drop back and pass will be incomplete.
Pass intended for Logan Gas.
So nothing there. It's going to bring up a third down and 10.
Yeah, the D-line there, excellent pressure.
Yeah, I did.
Gave the quarterback no time.
I looked down the field and see if anything was open. I looked back and the defensive line was already there. So Kobe Myers, Isaiah Dunaway, Keldon Serrano, and Ty Hall have been amazing on the defensive four on the front. And hit and driven backwards. Zane Turner hits Javen Alexander and drives him all the way back. So that one's going to be short. We'll see where they spot him down at. Looks like he's going to be 4 or 5 yards short. So it's going to bring that up 4th down and 4 now for the Lions.
4th downs and Lions. Ball at the 40.5 with the Bulldogs. Timeout. Lions.
So Lions call a timeout. So we're going to take a break too. You're watching Galena Sports Live. We'll be back here shortly with more Bulldog football.
Have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
The difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem,
So welcome back to live action on Galena Sports Live as the Lions elect to keep the offensive troops on the field as they line up with one to the far side, two to the near side. Gaines looking left, throwing left as the pass is bobbled and incomplete. So that means the Bulldogs are going to take over now. Bulldogs will take over at the Lion 40-yard line now. So after the onside kick, the Bulldogs get the ball right back, force a 3-and-out or a turnover on downs.
Yeah, every possession for Baxter is a very crucial one. You know, one turnover, them being down by such a deficit, it's going to be hard to bring the game back.
Yeah, and that's definitely very true. As the handoff goes to Qualls, as he's looking to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he's not, so he's gonna lose 1 or 2 there. Give him a loss of 1 on the play. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 11. So Garrison and Little to the near side, Saheed to the far side. Handoff goes to Qualls up the middle. Gain of 4 there. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 from the Bulldog 42-yard line.
Turn on the carry. 3rd down, Bulldogs.
So they line up with 1 to the far side. Fake handoff. Turner looking. surveying, can't find anyone. He's just going to run it up the middle. Still going, and goodbye. No one's going to catch him. So Zane Turner, a house call there. Bulldogs' first touchdown of the second half as he was looking to pass, but he just ran it in himself for a 55-yard touchdown there. So,
Man,
Bulldogs lead 42-7, and Zane Turner goes over 100 yards rushing again for the 5th consecutive game.
just goes to show, I mean, every single half, he's just evolving. First half, if it came to that situation, he was going to force the pass usually. That's what he was doing first half. But then come in second, doesn't see anybody open, decision making, okay, I'm an excellent runner, takes it for the touchdown.
Yeah, great. Just a great read overall by him. Surveyed all his options and then just took off. And with that speed, anybody's going to have trouble catching him. So they're going to line up to go for it on the 2-point conversion now. The handoff's going to go to Little on the end around, and he's going to walk in there. So the Bulldogs lead 44-7 with 9:27 to play in the third quarter. You're watching Galena Sports Live. We'll be back here shortly with more action.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
So welcome back to live action here on Galena Sports Live, presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So after that 55-yard touchdown by Zane Turner, puts the Bulldogs up 44-7 now. So Anthony Gongora is going to kick it back deep for the Lions to receive. And that one's kicked to the left side, fielded at the 25-yard line. And brings it out to about the 37 or 38-yard lines where the Lions are going to start their drive. So last drive, the Lions got the ball in Bulldog territory after the onside recovery, but weren't able to do anything with it. They turned it over on downs. So now they're going to start their drive at their own 38-yard line and see if they can get anything going here. So the Lions line up with 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side, a guy motioning to the near side, and Tyler Little jumps out of nowhere and tackles Javen Alexander there for a huge loss on the play. It's going to be a loss of about 8 there. So Tyler Little came out of nowhere and brought him down right away.
Excellent blitz.
So now the Lions have just been all-out pass. And the pass is thrown incomplete, intended for Logan Guest, but there is a penalty on the play. They're going to get the Lions for a holding penalty. So that's just going to push them back farther. Penalty is declined, so that will bring up 3rd and 17 for the Bulldog, or for the Lions, with the Bulldog defense in a great position here. So 3rd and a long 17 for the Lions. They line up with 2 receivers to the far, 2 to the near. Dropping back, looking, and the pass was batted down by Hayden Qualls, but there's a penalty in the backfield. So we'll wait and see what they call here. Holding penalty declined. So 2 holding penalties in a row for the Lions because they just couldn't control that defensive line. Kobe Myers, Isaiah Dunaway, Ty Hall, and Keldon Serrano have just been hounds in there and making it a long night for Peyton Gaines of the Lions. So now Jacob Grant's going to kick it deep to Zane Turner, and it's going to be a high kick. It's going to bounce at the 37-yard line and fielded down by the Lions at the 35. So that's where the Bulldogs will start their drive, and we'll see if they can add on some more points.
Bulldog.
So the Bulldogs get the ball back, and they're now at 44-7. So the handoff goes to Garrison, and not much there, but 1 or 2 yards. So Jumbo set in the backfield with Qualls, Garrison, and the handoff goes to Qualls. Not much there. He was just ripped down. So a loss of 1 will bring up 3rd down and 10 now for the Bulldogs.
Reach with the stop for the line. Third down, about 10.
So Casey Hopkins lines up in the backfield with Zane Turner, and Turner's rolling out, looking to throw, throwing, finds Tyler Little, has the first down, and Moore brings it across midfield, brought down in Tiger territory, or Lion territory, I'm sorry. So a big gain there, about a 20-yard gain on the play for Tyler Little. And Zane Turner took his time, found his guy, and then made the accurate throw.
Good for a Bulldog first down.
So the toss goes to Garrison off the right end. He's running and brings it down to the 33-yard line. It's going to be another first down for the Bulldogs. They'll move the chains again. So 44-7 Bulldogs with 3:20 to play in the 3rd quarter. Zane Turner's going to pitch it to Qualls. Qualls trying to get the outside edge. Still looking, cuts back, and picks up 3 or 4 on the play.
Aiden Qualls on the carry from Bulldog.
So not much going there for the
Logan Lewis on the stop for the line.
Bulldogs. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 7. So the Bulldogs this drive just look like they're trying to run the clock down and get another score, but that handoff goes to Garrison, and there wasn't much there. 1, maybe 2.
Garrison on the carry.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5. Galena not rushing anything right now, just letting that play clock kind of run down. As Turner rolls out left, looking to throw, and Little there. And there was pass interference definitely on that one. Little was almost able to come down with it still. But there will be pass interference on the Lions there as he was basically dragged down to the ground. Still wouldn't go down and almost made the catch. So it'll be an automatic first down for the Bulldogs. I'll move the Bulldogs up into the red zone at the Lion 15-yard line.
Just so everybody knows, right now there's a running clock. So during that whole stint, the clock has been running.
So Garrison around the right edge, trying to find something, brings that one near the 10-yard line.
Garrison on the carry, ranked down by Javen Alexander, right about.
So a pickup of 5 on the play there for Tyson Garrison. So he's been him and Qualls, we've seen a lot more of them. Compared to last week, we saw Zane Turner and Tyler Little running a lot. Kind of took some weight off Zane Turner's shoulders. He had 32 rushing attempts last week.
It looks like they're gonna bring this one into the next quarter here.
Yep, so 44-7, Galena leads, headed to the fourth quarter. We're going to take a break here on Galena Sports Live, and we'll be back here shortly with more Bulldog football.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done, roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
So welcome back to live action on Galena Sports Live, presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital. Southeast Kansas and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net.
W7, please come to concession stand.
There we go.
W7.
So the Bulldogs have the ball at the Lion 11-yard line as they're going to look to try and add on to this lead. So handoff goes to Tante Paul, and nothing there. And I believe they put the backups in. So Zane Turner's on the sideline. First time we've seen that all year. So Jack Perry comes in as quarterback. And that one went for a loss of 5.
I have an old one to stop the line.
So Bulldogs just taking their time in that huddle, letting the clock run down as it's already a running clock here into the fourth quarter. And Perry fakes the snap, is going to throw it. Finds Gongora. Gongora makes the catch. First catch of the season there by Anthony Gongora. First completion by Jack Perry on the season there. So it's 4th down, and the Bulldogs are just going to go for it. So they line up with 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Gongora lined up behind Jack Perry. Jack Perry lofts it. Throw goes up, and It's going to be an interception in the end zone. So Jack Perry throws an interception, picked off by Javen Alexander there. So Lion offense comes back onto the field as I believe the second string defense is going to be out there too. So we're going to give those guys a break.
Yeah, especially with so many graduating seniors, you definitely want to give some of these second string players a chance to be on the field as much as possible.
Yeah, most of that offensive line graduates this year, so they're going to have to develop some new guys on that line. And the handoff, still on his feet as he stiff arms, and so he's going to bring down the ball carrier on the play was Sam Weaver for the Lions, but Saheed's going to bring him down on the play. And the starters are over there on the sideline thinking about next week's game against Parsons, who Parsons beat Baxter Springs in blowout fashion, 61-8 last week. And Galena's basically doing the same here. So it'll be a great matchup we have next week. And that one will be in Galena. So the run, Peyton Gaines runs it out of bounds near the first down marker.
Get their line, first down.
So they bring it near Bulldog territory. Ball's at the 47-yard line here. In line territory still, but Baxter Springs still has their starters in, trying to get them some more reps and momentum. Javen Alexander takes this. A flag comes in, and he's going to be brought down on the play by number 55, Xander Denton there.
Looks like Lions.
It's going to be holding on the line, so that'll push him back. And any yards on that will be negated. So we're under 8 minutes to go here. And that's going to bring up a first down and 20. So a great opportunity for some of these backups to get looks because, like Cole was saying earlier, a lot of guys on the O-line and D-line graduating. So sort of a look forward to next year. But the Bulldogs certainly still have a long way to go in this year. Alexander was running all over. Couldn't pick one up, though, or a yard up.
On the tackle.
So second down and 20 still.
Second down, 20.
So two receivers, or to the near side, two to the far side. So they're looking to throw. Pass caught. Pass caught by number 11, Logan Guess, and brought down by Anthony Gongora on the play. So third down and long here. Or third down and 7 or 8. As a quarterback keeper, Gaines just going to keep it, run over a guy, and then there's a late penalty flag that comes in back at the 45-yard line. Personal foul on the defense. Oh, I didn't see what happened. Did you see anything that happened back here, Cole?
No, nothing that stood out in particular.
I saw a line defender on the ground, so guessing that's part of the reason, but
Not
Lions
sure.
got one last chance or so here to try and punch this one in as clock's ticking under 5:30 now. Bulldogs all over him, 44-7. Slow start to the game, but Galena turned it on. They scored the first touchdown, and then Baxter scored right. They struck right back on a 70-yard play, and then it's been all Galena since then. So a great sight if you're a Galena fan. Certainly a great turnout from the Galena fans here tonight. They've been loud and proud all night. Brought down Logan Serrano on the play. So it brings up a 2nd down and 9 now. Handoff goes to Javen Alexander as he runs that one down inside the 5-yard line. You're going to mark him down at the 5. So it'll be good for a 1st down for the Lions.
Good for line 1st down. First and goal Lions at the 5.
So Gaines takes it, hands it off to Javen Alexander, and he walks in for a Lion touchdown. So the Lions run it in, and Lions get into double digits, puts them, Bulldogs still lead 44-13, pending a PAT here. 5-yard touchdown run.
It's still good to see, it was our 2nd team in there, and they still held Baxter back, it's their starters in, and they still held him for a good amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, that was like a 4 or 5 minute drive. It took Baxter to get 70 yards down the field.
These players, some of them is their first starts. A lot of them, like Jack Perry, he's only been on the defensive side of the ball. He hasn't really got any quarterback snaps.
Yeah, I mean, he'll run the play calls in, and he lines up at wide receiver, but certainly good for him to get in there too. So 44-14, the Bulldogs lead with 2:40 to play left in the game. We'll be back here shortly on Galena Sports Live with more Bulldog football.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live, presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So there's a running clock that's been going on, and tick just under 2 minutes to go in the game. So the Bulldogs will go home with a win tonight, and they will pack their stuff up, head back to Galena, and take on Parsons next week back at home. So a huge game and a huge turning point for Galena, as with this win, they're going to get back over 500. So the last 2 games, they've been stellar. Look the best they have all year. And if they can keep this play up, then I have no reason in believing that they can't sweep the rest of the teams they play. So Galena's going to win their 19th straight game against Baxter Springs and keep Coach Starwinski's winning streak against them alive.
Galena's
And the run. And a Bulldog touchdown there. Number 9 on the play. I don't have a number 9 on my roster sheet, but certainly a great run by him.
Yeah, I think, well, Baxter put in their, I'm pretty sure they put in their second team there. And then, I mean, I'm not really quite sure what happened. And
so the Bulldogs score, though, as time's expired. So this will be the last play of the game. So the Bulldogs up 50-14 right now. We'll see if they can make it 52. As Jack Perry's just going to run this one and walk in. So 52-14. Galena Bulldogs are going to win this one from Baxter Springs. And that'll move the Bulldogs to 3-2 on the year. And Baxter Springs will fall to 3-2 on the year. So, Hadley Price was the one that ran that long touchdown back to put the Bulldogs to 50. So great run by Hadley Price, and great. It's going to be a great player for years to come in this program. So yeah.
But it was a great game overall. You know, Galena showed a lot of promise in the passing game. Zane Turner's definitely improving his skills as a dual threat quarterback. We knew he could run it. Passing game was a little iffy at the first few games. He's starting to step it up and show that, he could truly use it, which is beneficial for all players, but especially Tyler Little, who can run the ball really well, but receive it even better. And him being able to utilize that skill now that Zane Turner has more confidence throwing the ball and has gotten more accurate, is definitely going to.
Yeah, and that also makes it easier for Coach Bo Sarwinski to open up the playbook a little more, dialing up some more pass plays, and then leaves bigger holes for the run plays. So certainly a great thing we saw the whole team effort tonight. I mean, beat a Baxter Springs team that came into this one 3-1 and had no problem doing it. Certainly Galena came in being the better team, but it wasn't a walk in the park, and they showed that tonight. They came out and played a strong 48-minute football game and did what they had to do. So moved to 3-2, above 500, and going to move on to Parsons next week at Galena. So thank you guys for tuning in to Galena Sports Live, and we'll see y'all next Friday for Week 6 Friday Night Lights.